football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Army's offense will take the first swing of the game. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions, that was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army, and which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down.
Let's look at the big picture for Army. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Going downfield for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Navy's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Navy?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now on third down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on foot. They got it! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off play action on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Horvath. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On the run, it's Reed. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he's looking into the middle. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D denied him on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first and 10 from the 27. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The option look. Quick toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's field. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Black Knights! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you an
Easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Black Knights are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Motion from the back. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the big fella. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Now on the option. Now the toss. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were 2 of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient. efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Handoff to the single running back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up at different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now sliding to his left. Past the 40. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Still looking on the move. Fires to the end zone. Throws it back across his body. And what do you think happened? Intercepted.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air. It's Coleman. Gets it out fast. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Black Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Coleman. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Chapman. Past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Chapman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Chapman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snagged in the middle, it's Kent. Will not get there, a 4th down stop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Coleman. Snagged out of the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Black Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Black Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got the quick pass. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
To the air, it's Coleman. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hodges. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Kent. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. period. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here comes the option. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Black Knights will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The give as they work on that clock. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Running the option. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Black Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.